Hi everybody, this is Debbie with my original design, Caterpillar. I decided to give it a double name because caterpillar's been used, as has centipede and millipede. And I thought that using Millie as a first name and Pede as a second name, millipede, might get a few too many giggles. So Caterpillar it is. This bracelet was previewed in part 1 of my introduction to my original design collection as 3PQ. I'm going to use this bracelet because I really like the colors of this one to show you the band choices I'll be using for my demonstration. The purple here is color A, and I'll be using yellow for that. And if you can see underneath the green, that is going to be white. Now this color underneath and this color here, which would be the D color, you need to stretch them out before you place them, or the design is too tight. Like this one, you really can't see the purple inside because it's really tight. So I found that making it loose, you can see the color B underneath. It's the neon green here, and it'll be white in my demonstration. So if you don't see me doing the stretch, I'm in the wrong, and stretch away. Okay, let's see, where was I? Okay, now the third color, which is color C, which are on the outer edges here, I will be using lime green, and the pink loops here, the D color, will be black. So it's kind of easy on this one if you follow this color pattern. You will be stretching the white and the black bands as you place them, or the diagonal. One's going diagonal towards the center, and the other ones will be going diagonally out. So, of course, you will need your clip to tie it all together at the end. I will be using 3 parallel bars, thus the 3P for parallel. Your hook, and I always like to keep a skinny little crochet hook, which are pretty hard to loop with, because they're hard to grasp onto, but they're great to help it remove a tight bracelet from the loom. So we will start out with color A, yellow, and place it across the 3 bars here. And then we're quickly going to go straight up the middle all the way to the end with color A. And probably just push them down as you go, or you can wait till you finish placing all these on the color A, because we will need plenty of space to load this loop, this design. And I will probably, oops, that one got all twisted. I don't like it when you get all twisted and you roll them down. Forget that band. Push them down. Sometimes you can prevent them from rolling on you. That one rolled a little, but not too bad. I will probably be pausing this, or actually stopping my camera, so this will probably have more stops and starts than I usually try to keep it down to no more than two. Okay, one more band. Okay. So at this point, it simply should look like this. Just color A up the center. Now we will be placing bands B and C simultaneously, but in each section. So we take color A, stretch it, color B, and stretch it. And then color B this way, just give it a couple of tugs. You do not want to stretch these. You just place one color C on this side and color C on this side. Then we will come back. I will show this a couple more times. Stretch out color B. Stretch it out a couple of times, give it a couple good tugs, and then gently place color C on either side. I will show this one more time and then I'll let you work on your own while I finish this section up. Okay, take your color B, tug it a couple times, push it down. Take your color B on this side and push it down. Gently place C on each side. So you will keep doing that till you come here. You'll place color B here, and B here, and then C and C. And I'll see you back when we're ready to move to the next step. At this point, your loom should look like this. You have A, B, and C colors, although you will be putting another layer of C up. Right now, it should look like this. Okay, now we will be taking and doing the same but the opposite with colors D and C. That'll be the order of placement. We will take our first D color, stretch it, place it from center out, stretch. Now the blacks do not feel like they need quite as much stretching, the whites are much tighter, and then we will be placing color C over the top of the D's. So loaded from the side, it'll look like this. I will do this a couple more times and then let you work on your own. Stretch your color D from center to left. Stretch it from center to right. Place color C, and I suppose you could use a fifth color, color E, if you don't want the ones that are looping in between the yellows to be the same as the little caterpillar legs. So it's up to you. One more time, going from the center to the left, stretch color D band, and then put one on the center, stretch it to the right. Oops, my bad. I forgot to do something here. Actually, you know what? You can really wait to do, if you don't want to continue. I just realized that it doesn't really matter that you do alternating D then C. So let's make it easy. We can do this. You can go all the way up. On one side, if you'd like, or if you feel comfortable alternating, the end result is the same. You will be making the V with the D color and then coming back over with color C. Making things too complicated for us. Okay, I will finish that up, and if you are confused, just rewind a little bit, you're going to be wanting to make the V's with color D and then go up each side with C on top all the way to the end. So your last D color will be from here to here, here to here, and then placing a C on top. And I will join you as soon as I get my bands placed. At this time, your loom should look like this. I hope I didn't confuse you with showing you the options of placing bands D, which are the blacks, and then a second row of C on top of the blacks. And here it looks like, this is what it looks like from this side. On some of my designs, it is extremely important that the bands are placed just so and looped back just so. Slight variations will give you a completely different bracelet. But in this case, for these last two colors, it doesn't really matter. Okay, I will, let's see, oh, I use, let's see, actually that doesn't, let me think about this. I think I'm going to go with the yellow. So for my end cap, I'm thinking of what color I want my extension to be. So your cap is the first loop in one end of your extension. So since you'll be pulling it across three, it's much easier if you loop it around. Oops. Put it around twice. Actually, put it on once. Then you loop it around once. Grab one end of it, place that end over one cap. I think most people are easier doing it right to left. I do things mostly left to right, depending on, I don't know what it's depending on. So there you have the cap. And we are ready to loop back. Let me check my notes here, make sure I don't mess you up. The first thing we're going to do is reach underneath and grab the D color, which is the black. Don't worry about the C on top. And then go on the other side. We will be doing this as our first part of our loop back. Grab it. Oh, sometimes they're slippery. And you only want to grab the black at this point. Don't worry about the C color on top. I'll show you one more time. You reach, pull the top C away, reach right underneath it, grab the D, and bring it to the center. I apologize, but I will be stopping the tape again, recording again, and it's going to look like that. So just go all the way up, black, 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 or whatever your D color is, up to the last set. And I will, your loom should look like this, with just the blacks attached to the center pegs. Now the next step is going to reach down and grab color B, which in this case is the white. Grab that and bring it to the outer post. And this again will be very redundant. If you're having trouble following me because I'm not showing as clearly and it's making too much assumptions as to how much you know about looping and placing, band placement, you know, it's really good to look at rainbowloom.com's demonstrations. They take it, you know, very carefully, very slowly, and there's absolutely no confusion. and it's really important that you grab the top one. Once in a while I grab the bottom, this one first, and it's kind of hard to get yourself untangled from that. So you reach down, grab the white that's on that side. The basic trick is you want the top band. So you pull away the black, grab the band on the very top. Whoops, make sure you don't grab two. Sometimes you can tug it a little to see that which one is moving. But even then, it's kind of, if you've done it backwards, you've got it a little mixed up. Get a little twisted. And pull this one to the right. You may not understand what I'm referring to, but believe me, you'll make your mistakes and you'll go, oh, okay. Sometimes you just have to start all over again. Good Lord only knows how many times I have, especially when creating my own, how many times I have made them over and over again until I got them exactly right. Okay, one more time. Take the one on the top, which on my band placement takes it to the left. Then reach, grab the other white, and to the right. So I've got a little ways to go before I'm at the top, and I will continue. At this point, this is what your loom should look like. And this is from the side. The next thing, and I'll probably stay with you because it's really quick, is to go straight up with the yellow in the center. It's really easy because it's the only band down there, and just make sure you reach down into the center of all the other bands that are around that peg and grab your A color, which in this case is the yellow. Then we'll finish the sides and then put the extension on, which if you've seen any of my videos is a little bit different. Okay, I wasn't planning on stopping right then, but my alarm just went off and I have to pick my daughter up from work. So I will be back to show you how to loop up the sides and finish the extension. Sorry about this extra section of video, but we will get this finished, and I think you'll... Okay. I'm going to try my best not to have to stop the video and restart it again. So if there's a knock on my door, if some buzzer goes off, I'm going to try to push through it if possible. So, but we finished by getting the yellow center done. Now we are going to work on last part of the looping, and you are going to be reaching for the bottom green. There's one up here, just leave that one alone. Leave this one alone. We don't want to reach underneath and get, let's see, I'm trying to show you from this side. Pull that one. And just place it on the peg above it. Reach all the way through all these bands, grab the one on the bottom, and pull it up. Reach down to that one on the bottom and pull it up. And you're just going to do that up each side. So I will keep the camera rolling and do it with you, and then we will place the extension on and we'll be done. I can't wait till I start doing videos of the many bands, the bracelets I've made using 4, 5, 6, and even 7 bars. I don't know. Starting out This is my, oops, I'm sorry I got off camera there, but I was just doing what I was doing when I was staying on screen. So this side we reach down, get that bottom band. Whoops, don't do that. Pull all these away, so all that you see is that bottom band, and pull it up. Okay, we're almost finished. And the last two bands. Okay. Now, see that yellow one right here across the bottom? In order to hold it all together, we are going to hold this end of the bracelet together. You either reach down, grab the yellow, and place it on the center post. Reach in here and place that one on the center post. Now, I decided I was going to use yellow for the extension. I have a 6 1/4 inch wrist. I use a total of 8 bands. The cap on that other end is one of the bands. This will be the first one. I probably should have just placed a band on this peg so it was be sitting on. It'd be just a little bit easier than having to put it all through, but you have to take your hook, place it through all those bands, place a band on your hook, and then bring it through. And then place the other half of your band back on the hook. I do 4 bands on each side so that my hook, or clip rather, is in the center of my wrist. And this is how I put the bands on. I turn the hook upside down, put a band on the end of the hook, and gently place it through those 2 loops, flip the hook right side up, and pop that half of the band. Again, turn the hook upside down, grab a band, and pull it through the 2 loops of the band before it. So 1, 2, 3, I will be doing one more. And as I've said before, I like to secure my clip so that there is much less risk of the bracelet unraveling. So I stick my fingers through that last band that's been doubled so that it's nice and taut, and either take your clip and put the open end down, or have the clip up and just pop it on like that. That really minimalizes the risk of your band bracelet coming undone. So in order to, a lot of people just pull it off. I always feel that it stretches out of shape, so I like to release the tension either by using my fingers if it's easy enough, or I will take the hook, place it down the center of the peg, and just gently lift the hook, bracelet off the pegs. Now sometimes you have to do this for the center too, but other times if you do this, you just kind of pull it and it pretty much pulls itself right off. Not a lot of distress. I like that. That's cute. I really like this. Turn out nice and bright and happy with the black and white contrast. Oh, you know what? I said it backwards. I'm sorry. I had told you that the white was supposed to, the B color was supposed to be the underneath color, and I had it backwards. I am so sorry. But I think it's prettier this way. I think I like it better with the white and the black in the background. So it's an accidental happy. I don't know why, but I keep getting that mixed up. So the D color is the color that's underneath. The B color is the color that's on top, which makes sense, and I just keep getting backwards. Oh, there's a kitty at my door scratching to get in. It's my little bangle. She has to have everything her way. So let's get this finished before I get any greater interruptions. With the arrows pointing towards you, you will place whatever number of bands you want to make your extension long enough. And for me, that's another 3, since I have the end cap right here, which I placed on the peg that had the final band placement. Stretch it out so I can reach inside, and loop them to the end, which doesn't take very long. I hold my finger as I release the other bands from the loom. I grab my clips so it's like this, stretch out the bands, and then just pop the clip onto the bands, and there you have it. Catty pillar. Well, for some reasons, I guess you can pull them out, make the little caterpillar leggies stand out more. I think depending on what kind of bands, like this green one really stuck out far. The reds did, but on this one, they really want to hug close. And you can also, should show if we go, this is the other side. I think that looks nice too. So I think this could be reversible. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, I think that's pretty too. But this is the side I chose for the top. So if you like this video, make sure you like it and feel free to share it with your friends. And if you'd like to see more of my original designs, make sure to subscribe to Deb's Thing so that as I get new videos up, you will be made aware of it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye now.